Hi, first grade. So today we are going to be doing a science lesson. This science lesson is about sound, and it is called Let's Learn All About Sound. I'm Miss Doyle, and let's get started. So today our goals, or otherwise known as objectives, will be 1. Students will be able to plan and carry out investigation. 2. Students will learn all about science vocabulary words. And 3. Students will be able to use technology to advance their learning. Here we have 4 standards, 2 from science, 2 from technology. The first one is basically just saying that sounds can make matter vibrate and vibrating matter can make sound. The second is we're going to plan and conduct investigations, which we will talk more about later, about vibrating materials and sounds that make materials vibrate. So those are 2 science. The next 2 are to do with technology, and these are 3. Students will use digital tools to broaden their perspectives and enrich their learning by collaborating with others and working effectively in teams. So we're going to be working locally within our school today. And 4, students publish or present content that customizes the message and medium for those in their intended audience. So here we can see the tasks that we will be doing in this lesson today. So we'll be using Jamboard, we'll be listening to a book, we'll be discussing more sounds that we might have found from the book. We're going to use a worksheet. We're going to use the iPad to record some sounds. We're going to show off some videos that we made. We're going to listen to another book, and then we're going to discuss some more sciencey words. So we're going to switch over to a different PowerPoint to continue on. So from here, we're going to discuss the different sounds we hear in a school. So we all have access to this link. We're going to click on it, open up our Jamboard, and we're going to talk about the different sounds we may hear in a school. So if anyone has any answers, just raise your hand, or you can even go and get your own sticky note and type some sounds. So talking is an example. Now that we've done that, we're going to open The Listening Walk by Paul Showers. So we have this link here. Now that we've listened to the listening walk, we're going to come up with some more things we might hear that we did not previously think of. So we're going to reopen our Jamboard, and we're going to come up with a few more ideas. For instance, we might hear heels clicking. So we have heels clicking. Now that we've had time to do that, we're going to go explore in the school. So when we are exploring, we must record our sounds. So we're going to take our iPads and we are going to record a different sound here. So if we hear someone talking, we're going to record them talking. Okay? So this is just reiterating that we are going to use technology to help us understand how sound works and give us examples of sound. So if we're going to explore the school, we need to have some explorer rules. So these rules that I came up with are: we must whisper so we don't disturb other classes. Explorers must stay on the first floor. Explorers must come back at the time that they are supposed to. Explorers must be safe, no running in the hallways. And explorers must only use their iPads for recording the videos. We are not going on YouTube, we are not going on other apps, we're just recording the sounds we hear. Can anyone think of any more rules for our class of explorers today? All right, very good. Now that we got back from exploring, we're going to show what we found to the class. So I'm going to show you an example of something I have of an example of talking in a school. So on my... Hello, Miss Doyle, how are you today? So we can see an example of talking and the sounds that I'm making when I'm talking. Now we're going to open the book, Listen to All About Sound by Lisa Trumbauer.
All About Sound by Lisa Trumbauer. Rookie read about science. Hello, can you hear me? Your voice is a sound. A ringing telephone is a sound too.
So now we've listened to the book and there's probably a few words you don't know. For example, the word vibration. So now we're going to use the Jamboard one last time. I put the word vibration in here as an example. So the word vibration is when an object vibrates, it causes movement in the surrounding air molecules. These molecules bump into the molecule close to them, causing them to vibrate as well. This makes them bump into more nearby air. So that's what we hear when we hear sound, is moving little particles bumping against each other. So for an example of vibration, when I move this paper like this, it's moving really fast back and forth on each other, and that is how we can hear something. Are there any more words that you didn't recognize? If so, put them in the last page on the Jamboard and we will go over them together. Last but not least, we have our Kahoot to go over, so let's go play. I am signed in. I'll give you all a chance to sign in as well. All right, let's start. All about sounds. What is a sound you hear in school? I think you hear talking in a school. What is one of our goals? To make a lot of noise, to run in the hallways, to go on YouTube, or to plan and carry out an investigation. I think it's to plan and carry out an investigation. Sound can be heard. True. What does the word vibration mean? A rapid motion up and down. Turning, I think it means a rapid motion up and down. True or false? We can only hear sounds. Well, we know that's not true because we can see sounds in a sound wave, right? So, that's false. Which would make the loudest sound? Whispering, talking, screaming, clapping. I think screaming might. And last but not least, sounds can be recorded and shared. True. Well, great job today, everybody. That is all I have for you. Here we can see my citation page of how to use a Jamboard, the links to SciGlow, Nearpod, a sound app to view sound waves, and the Kahoot game. I thank you very much for joining me. Have a great rest of your day.